Welcome to the ultimate blast from the past. Today, we're diving into a time machine, setting our dials to the 1970s, an era of bold colors, wild patterns, and some fashion choices that were, let's just say, out of sight. Before we dive into our retro revelry, here's a quick shout out to you, our fabulous viewers. If you're all about reliving the grooviest trends and tales, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really does help us a lot. Picture this, the 1970s, a time when fashion was not just a statement, but an outright declaration. Today, we're zeroing in on one of the most iconic and perhaps notorious symbols of the era, the leisure suit. This fashion icon was not just a garment, it was a cultural phenomenon, epitomizing the laid-back yet flashy vibe of the 70s. Often crafted from polyester, a material celebrated for its durability but not so much for comfort, the leisure suit was a one-way ticket to style town. Men of the era donned these suits in a kaleidoscope of colors, from electric blue to sunset orange, turning heads and raising eyebrows wherever they roamed. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. As time marched on, the leisure suit's popularity dwindled, its polyester sheen dimming in the light of new fashion trends. Yet, it remains a symbol of a time when fashion was fearless, and comfort occasionally took the back seat to style. So let's tip our hats, or should we say, our wide-brimmed fedoras, to the leisure suit, a garment that boldly declared, "I am here, and I am unapologetically groovy." It's a reminder of a time when fashion was fun, daring, and above all, a reflection of a vibrant era's spirit. Let's shift gears and step into another quintessential emblem of the 1970s fashion scene, the platform shoes. Elevating style quite literally, these towering wonders took the fashion world by storm, offering an extra few inches of height and a whole lot of attitude. In the era of disco and dance floors illuminated by glimmering disco balls, platform shoes were more than just footwear. They were a statement. Worn by both the gents and the ladies, these shoes came in various designs, from sleek and shiny to bold and bedazzled. But let's not walk past the challenges. As much as they were adored for their unique style and the confidence boost they provided, platform shoes were not exactly the epitome of practicality. Navigating through the hustle and bustle of the 70s in these shoes was a feat of balance and bravery, with many a fashion-forward individual taking a tumble. Despite the occasional mishap, platform shoes have left an indelible mark on the fashion timeline, symbolizing an era when the heights of style knew no bounds. They remind us of a time when fashion was bold, experimental, and unafraid to reach new elevations. Now, let's sway our fashion journey to an iconic trend that defined the silhouette of the 70s, bell-bottoms. These pants weren't just a fashion statement, they were a revolution in fabric, flaring out from the knee to create a bell-like shape that danced with every step. Bell-bottoms were more than just trousers. They were the banner of a generation, embracing freedom and fluidity. Whether they were paired with a simple tee or an extravagant platform shoe, these pants had the power to turn any sidewalk into a fashion runway. Yet, as with any bold fashion choice, bell-bottoms had their quirks. Their wide flare, though stylish, was not always practical. Navigating through rain puddles or crowded spaces required a certain finesse, and let's not forget the challenge of finding the perfect shoe to complement their distinctive shape. But let's not be hemmed in by the practicalities. Bell-bottoms were a testament to the era's spirit, a blend of creativity, liberation, and bold self-expression. They remind us of a time when fashion was not just about dressing, but about making a statement. Next on our fashion time travel, we encounter a fabric that didn't just clothe an era, but wrapped it in a sheen of unmistakable texture, polyester. In the 1970s, this synthetic wonder took the fashion world by storm, hailed for its durability and versatility. Polyester was the star of the show, draping everything from flamboyant leisure suits to dynamic disco outfits. Its resilience made it a favorite, resistant to wrinkles and easy to care for, a practical choice in an era of bold experimentation. But the polyester story is not without its wrinkles. The fabric, known for its less-than-breathable nature, often turned daily wear into a sweltering experience. And let's not skirt around the fact that its affinity for vibrant, often garish patterns makes it a memorable, if not always cherished, relic of 70s fashion. Despite its quirks, polyester is an emblem of the 70s, a testament to an era that embraced innovation and wasn't afraid to wear its heart on its sleeve, or its patterns all over. It reminds us of a time when fashion was fearless, a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of creativity and bold self-expression. Now, let's zoom into a fashion trend that turned the temperature up and the hemlines way up. Hot pants. These weren't just shorts, they were a bold statement of freedom and confidence, a sizzling sensation that took the 70s by storm. Hot pants hugged the curves and showcased the legs, making them a favorite in the wardrobes of the daring and fashion-forward. They were more than clothing, they were a symbol of liberation, a rebellious note in the symphony of 70s style. But as with any daring fashion trend, hot pants came with their own set of challenges. While they were celebrated for their boldness and style, they were often a topic of controversy, pushing the boundaries of acceptable public attire. Despite the debates they sparked, hot pants remain a vivid chapter in the book of 70s fashion. They remind us of an era that wasn't afraid to push the envelope, an era that embraced the new and the bold with open arms and, well, quite short shorts. Floating into the next chapter of our 70s fashion saga, we encounter the Maxi Dress, an emblem of grace and bohemian beauty. These floor-length wonders weren't just dresses, they were poetic expressions of freedom and femininity, sweeping through the decade with effortless charm. Maxi dresses draped the era in layers of fabric, often adorned with floral patterns, psychedelic prints, and vibrant colors, encapsulating the spirit of the 70s. They were a favorite among those who cherished comfort without compromising on style, offering a breezy, elegant silhouette. Yet the maxi dress was more than just a garment. It was a canvas for self-expression, a symbol of the era's connection with nature and the arts. Its flowing form and bold patterns spoke of a time when fashion was not just seen, but felt and experienced. In the whirlwind of 70s fashion, the maxi dress stands out for its timeless allure, reminding us of a period when style flowed freely, unbound by convention. It tells a story of a decade that danced to the tune of its own drum, draped in the beauty of freedom and expression. Delving deeper into the treasure trove of 70s fashion, we encounter a trend that added a touch of magic to the era, the mood ring. These captivating pieces of jewelry were more than accessories. They were a fashion phenomenon that claimed to offer a window into the wearer's emotions. Mood rings captivated the hearts and fingers of many, changing colors purportedly based on the wearer's mood. They were a fusion of fashion and fascination, a symbol of the era's flirtation with the mystical and the mysterious. But the charm of mood rings wasn't just in their color-changing abilities. They were a conversation starter, a piece of wearable art that sparked curiosity and intrigue. Whether or not they truly reflected one's inner emotions, they certainly mirrored the creative and exploratory spirit of the 70s. In the grand tapestry of 70s fashion, mood rings stand out for their unique blend of style and storytelling. They remind us of a time when accessorizing wasn't just about complementing an outfit, but about adding a layer of personal expression and a touch of whimsy. Next in our journey through the dynamic fashion landscape of the 1970s, we arrive at a trend that was as much a cultural emblem as it was a style statement: the Afro. This bold and beautiful hairstyle wasn't just about aesthetics. It was a powerful symbol of identity, pride, and liberation. The Afro transcended the mere realm of fashion, becoming a prominent feature across various spheres of life. It was embraced as a celebration of natural beauty, an assertion of heritage, and a stand against conventional beauty standards. The Afro was more than a hairstyle. It was a declaration, a form of expression that resonated deeply with individuals and communities alike. While the Afro was a symbol of empowerment and cultural pride, it also made its mark in the world of fashion. It adorned the heads of icons and influencers, turning the hairstyle into a trend that transcended borders and backgrounds. The Afro brought diversity to the fashion scene of the 70s, adding texture and volume to the decade's style narrative. In retrospect, the Afro is not just a hairstyle, but a historic landmark in the journey of fashion and culture. It serves as a reminder of a time when style was intertwined with social movements, and personal appearance was a canvas for personal and political expression. As we reach the crescendo of our journey through the 70s fashion scene, we find ourselves under the glimmering lights of the disco ball, in the heart of the disco fashion era. This wasn't just a style, it was a spectacle, an extravagant celebration of rhythm, movement, and, of course, glitter. Disco fashion was about making a statement that was as loud and lively as the music that defined it. Satin shirts, sequined dresses, and bell-bottom pants adorned the dance floors, reflecting the vibrant spirit of the times. It was fashion that didn't just dress an individual, it expressed an entire cultural phenomenon. But the essence of disco fashion wasn't confined to the dance floor. It was a trend that influenced mainstream fashion, introducing a flair for the dramatic and a penchant for shine and shimmer. The style was unapologetically bold, embracing color, sparkle, and a flair for the theatrical. In the kaleidoscope of 70s fashion, disco fashion stands out for its unbridled joy and its celebration of self-expression. It reminds us of nights spent under the disco ball, where fashion was not just worn, but was lived and danced.